Good morning from the beautiful island of Abaco, May 16th, where Kai Mills, in his own word, is trying to tell my story of a government, a people that allowed crime and turn a blind eye. You imagine in Abaco we have what I call a thief among us on the series, a thief among us, not only a thief, but a blatant thief that think he has the right to thief every day. And the authorities, the tourists, report these things. It takes away from their vacation so much. I was called to the police station a year or so ago. I'm very skittish when the police call me. I said, what the hell y'all want me for? What you calling me for? So one of the persons that I know come on the phone and said, Kai, we need you to pick up a lady to take her to the ferry. I say, I don't know, you just pick up tourists from the police station. But anyway, I'm near there. I'll go and see what's going on. So when I got there, I met the same thief and taxi driver, car park up front there. So the police told me that he just stole $2,000 from this lady. I said, you gotta steal $2,000 from a woman. The American people don't usually have that kind of cash on them. So they tell me, say, see your boy right back there. So I look there, he in the hallways. They're playing with the rest of the boys there. Like nothing happened. So I yell at him, I said, boy, what happened to you? You ain't gonna stop thieving? I said, boy, don't mind what they say. So I want to get the story from the lady. I drop her back. So I asked her, say, what happened? Says she went into the supermarket and left her purse in the bag, in the car, in the taxi. When she came out, she saw the way her purse was tampered with. So he was taken her to the next destination. So she looked and she saw her money was missing. So she said, take me by customs. Let me see Mr. Dawkins. Because she know Dawkins, the chief of customs, and she was going to report him to Dawkins. When you went there, Dawkins was not in office. So she said, take me to the police station. So he asked her, what do you want to go to the police station for? She said, I have to pick up a document. She went inside the police station and said, that taxi driver right there just stole $2,000 out of my purse. The police came outside and she described how her money was, how much how they were done in hundreds. And he had the money right in the pocket. They arrested him right on sight. The woman, they charged him, but the woman said, it don't make no sense coming back and forth to court because it's a waste of time and money to come all the way here. It cost me more than $2,000 to come back and forth to my destiny. And this continues to happen. And the interesting thing is that tourists is involved with this guy. Tourism office in Marshall is involved with this guy. I'll tell you why. The golfers came in the other day, 200 golfers. And this guy is so blatant, brutal, weightless. And the authority figure just keep turning a blind eye. His car been leaking gas for 2 years. You imagine your vehicle is leaking gas. So he's there at the main airport, and I'm over there watching all these taxis, greedy taxi drivers, but they ain't gonna get the money anyway. He paying what they feel like because nobody knows what he's getting. So I saw the gas in the back of the car pile up. When the car's running, it leaks more. So I began to take a picture. One of the drivers, he got them said, but he throw them a bone and they're okay with a bone. They don't want no meat. Bone is okay for them. So they told him that they're taking pictures. So I was under there trying to figure where this gas keep leaking for 2 years and it's settled. And my concern doing that was this car could blow up with these tourists in it because you got tourists sitting in there for 45 minutes with the car leaking. The gas is settled in the back. And there's hundreds of people coming out. I went in, so he grabbed my camera, trying to discamera me because I'm telling my story. I went and got the police, showed the police where the gas is. I had persons from tourism there. I showed them. I said, look here, girls. This boy could kill somebody. There's 2 years this been leaking and nothing has happened. And the reason I'm telling the story, but because in Abaco, we just keep passing the buck. Everybody in leadership just want a salary at the end of the day. They don't want to upset the apple pie. They just want a salary. When it comes to manning up, they can't do it. All they want to do is try to shut me up because I tell my story on the way they ought to act. You imagine 10 years, the boy being stealing. The tourists will email road traffic, get a taxi, go to road traffic to report it, and not one day this boy is being taken off the road. He went down there in Copistan and got a retired road traffic officer, retired, got sent home. 2 months already gone. And he came back to the office and signed this plate over to this crook. So what makes you how one crook or you got two crook? You see how this collusion starts? So if there is the moratorium on taxi, how could somebody that's already been sent home, retired, come back and sign this name, put his name? The only name, if the F&M do the investigation, the only name on this taxi plate that was given to this crook would be a retired road traffic officer. That is unacceptable. But that's how they roll in Abaco, you know. That's how they roll. My story in doing this is that somebody in Nassau, maybe the washing machine man, the Minister of Tourism, would get a hold of this. I went as far to ask my member of parliament, Darren Henfield. I said, Darren, could you please investigate to see how much this gentleman is getting from these tourism in Aquinas? He is the, in Aquinas, if he is the elected man in charge of taxi in Abaco. What is he getting? That deal is so tight, even the Minister of Defense, Darren Henfield, couldn't even get it straight. He couldn't get it. I went to tourism officers up there. I said, if this guy is giving us X amount, we got to know whether we're getting value for money. How much is he getting? The tourism officers up there in Marshaba, 2 years running, nothing come out of them, nothing. So there has to be some collusion because they know he's a blatant thief. Everybody remember my brother, the last time I saw Archie right away. Archie is trying to get his $400. He said, I'm going to America, I'm not coming back. Could you give me my $400? I don't have the money now. When I get it, I'll give it to you. Biggity thief. I ain't got it. When I get it. But I saw the check for $20,000. He bragging, showing the check round for $20,000. That's one check. And the story was then, you know, when you get American check, you have to wait so many weeks before the check can be cash. So we saw the $20,000 check. We don't know if that's all he's getting or there's more to it because this was a closed deal between him and tourism office here. The good taxi drivers, the decent, respectable one, refused to go on that deal because we know the nature of the beast. So if you know the nature of the beast, why get into that? And the thing about it is, I was so surprised. The people that going golfing would start going golfing at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And he had these taxi drivers, big grown man, lining up at 4 o'clock in the morning in the front of Boat Harbor. I say, wow, talking about greed and stupidity all in one. And then we had, everybody know where Boat Harbor is, we had people like staying in Eastern Shore. And this brutal thief would not let the taxi go to Eastern Shore to pick up these golfers. These golfers had to struggle with their golf bag, walk from Eastern Shore every day down to Boat Harbor. Some of the drivers got sympathetic and they pick up the golfers at the ferry dock after they see their struggle. And you think he paid them? I'm not paying you. You come where I say come. Biggity, brazen thief. And the authorities fail to do anything. That is why, boy, you ain't want to victimize nobody. If Kai had the power, everyone in tourism that I know involved, every road traffic officer that I know involved, I'll send all they behind him because they're not worthy of the position and the post that they hold. If one bad apple is destroying the whole lot to the point that every tourist come here asks the same question, how much does it cost to go to this destination? They already got the message that there is a thief among us. So they're branding all of us, all Abaco taxi drivers, as a thief. I want to know what this job is worth, what it costs before I move, because they got the message on the internet that there is a thief among us. Road traffic know, tourism know, and the both of them are just as guilty because they're dealing directly with him. Give him the rights to represent Abaco. You imagine a thief, a blatant thief that steals grocery, that the American government have already sent to prison for stealing groceries, is representing the taxi association in Abaco and tourism putting them at front. Shame, shame, shame. I cry shame on all of y'all, and I will send every bastard bugger home. That is how you solve the problem. You cut off all the heads of them crooked snakes. Send them home, along with him. Then this product called tourism will be better. Until then, everybody looking to make another deal. That's why Byron Ross say, a nation for sale. Everybody in the Bahamas is a crook. Everybody want a deal below the table. Why is it that one person gonna represent 60, 70 drivers and nobody knows what he's getting? Crooks, thieves. That is what's happening in Abaco. That is why I'm doing this video. By next time, somebody will get the message, and somebody should and ought to have been sent home long time for colluding with this criminal mind. Kai case. That's why I'm spending my time this morning. Send it out. Let the world know that there is a thief among us. And I ain't got no problem calling the name, because the record has been told. It is not a secret. Abaco, everybody knows who everybody is, and it's time he be sent home. Kai case, you're live on WCAY while I'm trying to get rid of these cockroaches.